Gemini, I'm here to give you some insight and guidance. So I just asked Spirit to meet you where you're at in this current space and time. So I've already pulled a card for you, and we have reflection. Reflection. She looks like she's in she's contemplating something, or she's maybe lost in her thoughts. I'm hearing lost in translation. Okay, so this reflection card, so I'm going to read this intuitively, and then I'm going to take a look at the book and see what the description says. So Gemini, I feel like a lot of you are really reflecting at this time, taking a look at yourself, taking a look at your life, taking a look at how far you have came, maybe how far you have how far you have to go as well. Most importantly, I see this because, Gemini is the twins, or for some people, they say it's the lovers. It's two, okay? So I see a mirror here. So you're really taking a look at, for some of you, you're taking a look at your shadow side. You're taking a look at other aspects of yourself, other aspects of your personality, behaviors, emotions, everything. Like you're really reviewing things, really seeing things for what they are, okay? When it comes to you, or when it comes to a situation, a relationship. And I really feel like a lot of you are not shying away from this. You guys are really in a transformative vibration. A lot of you are doing what makes you happy. You're being bold, you're being beautiful, you're seeing yourself for who you are, which is charismatic, smart, witty, you're seeing the beautiful side of yourself. Some of you could have shied away from doing this. Some of you may not have even seen your beautiful qualities. You didn't recognize it before, but now you're really seeing your true self and seeing how authentic and unique you are. So that's beautiful. For others of you, this is just a call for you to reflect at this time. To review, I'm hearing review your past, okay? Review your past. There's a difference between reviewing your past and getting stuck in it. So for some of you, you may need to review your past in regards to certain traumas or certain situations that have taken place in your life that you haven't healed from, okay? So that's for some of you. So let's take a look at the book and see what it says. Okay, reflection. In the privacy of your own company, a young woman is captured in a quiet moment of contemplation. Behind her, an ornate mirror is suspended in the air, but our subject has turned away, preferring to muse instead on the inner landscape of her thoughts. Her silk shawl is clasped modestly to her naked form, and her downcast eyes suggest her mind is far away in deep reflection. Purple violet, chosen for their color and symbolism, surround her. Because they bloom in February, violets are associated with love and renewal. Purple represents the crown chakra of the human aura and corresponds with enlightenment and liberation. The hurried pace of modern life can often dictate that we make quick decisions, which sometimes result in costly mistakes. The pressure of juggling multiple responsibilities can lead some to feel their lives are on autopilot, yet a constant focus on getting things done can cause us to lose sight of what we are doing, and more importantly, why. The presence of this card invites you to step out of the realm of reaction and into the realm of reflection. Take a full view of your life as a whole. Witness how patterns emerge and how God has guided you. By reviewing past mistakes, you can gain clarity to why something did not work and evaluate whether change may be appropriate. Reflection is a vital component of our learning process and facilitates, what was that noise? That was my dryer. And faculties expanded awareness of our position and purpose in life. Faculties facilitates. It requires focus, and focus requires that wisely invests in making time for the transformational power of reflection. Okay, so It's really important that you reflect at this time, Gemini, if you haven't already. If you have been reflecting on your past and just taking a look at yourself and who you are, good for you. Sometimes it's hard to look in a mirror, especially if things tend to shift in our lives, maybe shift for the worst, or, you know, we're involved in a situation, you know. Sometimes we have to take a look at what role we played in that situation, okay. Sometimes we have to turn to ourselves for strength. Okay, it's important to have faith as well, but you have to be able to depend on yourself, to look at yourself as someone that's reliable. And sometimes we can't do that, especially when we're faced with challenges. We just get sidetracked. We get, you know, we get knocked off our square. So let's see what's surrounding you, Gemini. Gemini, what's surrounding you? Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Five of Cups. Huh, okay. I can't remember what reading that was in. The Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. I can't remember. Either way. Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Five of Cups. So, things, let's see. Things seem to be going okay for you for the most part, Gemini. Some of you may be in a vibration where you don't know which path to take. You don't know where you're going in life. That's for some of you. But it's really important for you to get out of that vibration of not knowing. You know, take this time to try to brainstorm, of course. If you have a goal in mind, if you're wanting to embark on a certain path or embark on a new endeavor, you know, you have to brainstorm a little bit, okay? If you get lost in translation, or you get lost in your thoughts and not knowing which path to take and just spend your time in confusion, you can rest assured things are going to be a little bit stressful for you. You're going to feel restless. You're going to feel very closed off. You're not going to be in a vibration where you're receptive. Receptive to receiving miracles, or receptive to receiving ideas, you know, things like that. It kind of hardens you when you get in that vibration of confusion. So try your best not to be in that vibration, okay? When things shift in your life, when things don't go the way that you expect, you then have to shift your energy, okay? Because that's what the Four of Cups says. It says when the music changes, so should the dance, okay? So when your situation changes, shift your energy, shift your perspective, shift your mind on problem solving. Okay, well, this is an obstacle here, so what is going to be the solution? How can I fix this? I'm feeling in a vibration where I'm constantly worrying, or I have, you know, stagnant emotions. I just can't see my way out of the situation. Okay, well, if you're in that vibration, start thinking about how you're going to get out of that instead of focusing on the obstacle. Okay, start focusing on the solution. Okay, and that's what that's all about with the Ace of Swords. It's liberating yourself. It's liberating yourself from your mind and your emotions, because some of you, I feel like your mind and your emotions can be a little bit stuffy. Okay, for some of you, which leads you in a vibration of procrastination, which leads you in a vibration of constantly focusing on the past, but not focusing on how to heal from the past, okay? Some of you could be thinking about things that have went wrong in the past. And it's a call for you to liberate yourself, okay? With this Ace of Swords, it says, I'm not afraid of the storms, but I am learning to sail my ship. So some of you could be very emotional. Your emotions could really drive the boat a lot, and it's really important for you not to be in that vibration. I see also some ego. There's like, I don't know, Gemini, you could be dealing with someone, and there could be a lot of ego play at here, okay? It's like tug of war type energy. This is between you and another person. This can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It can even be an earth sign person, or even a fire sign person. Really can be anyone, but I see like a struggle here, like an ego struggle here. More so on one side. This is someone that you're probably dealing with. It could be an Aquarius person. or anybody, or this could be coming from you. So try your best not to come from a place of ego, okay? Ego could be fear-based thoughts, feeling like you're better than someone. It could really be anything that's very shadowy. And the only way that you're going to realize that is if you reflect. If you look in the mirror and say, okay, well, I have these certain behaviors and it's no longer serving me in my relationship, okay? But liberating yourself. Lastly, we have the Five of Cups here. So, you know, it's about sadness. It's about crying over spilled milk. And I'm feeling like if someone is not sharing the same ideas as you, or they don't see your vision, or they don't see your worth, it does not mean you get into a Five of Cup vibrations, meaning, okay, well, poor me. Nobody believes in my dreams, so therefore I'm going to sit here and sulk. Or this person's not getting with the program, so therefore I'm going to suffer. I'm hearing some of you are martyrs. You're a martyr. It's like a big time martyr. Like you're willing to suffer for someone else, okay? Like you're willing to suffer for someone else. That's for some of you, not all of you, okay? But it's really important to shift your energy, because I have Nine of Cups energy here, and I'm feeling like some of you Geminis need to put yourself first. Put yourself first in a way that's not like being self-entitled or self-serving. Put yourself first as far as if you need time to just decompress, you need time to reflect. Put yourself first and take time alone, okay? Don't let people steer you in all types of directions, okay? If you want to spend time alone or by yourself, express that to the person. It doesn't have to turn to a fight. If the person wants it to be a fight, you just disconnect from that person and do what you have to do, okay? I'm hearing also guilt trip. Don't be guilt tripped by someone. Okay, this could be a relationship, person you work with, it could be really anyone. But take time out for yourself if you need to. But also watch out for being self-serving. Okay, and when we're self-serving, we forget about the people who have really been supporting us. Okay, there's somebody here, Gemini, that has been very patient with you. They've been very patient for you. They really love you. And they've gone through the storm with you. And they're kind of sad too at the same time. They're a little lonely. Okay. So it's really important to see the other person's side of the situation. If this is not the other person, this is you feeling this way. So going forward, Gemini, going forward, what do you need to know going forward? Because we are all about going forward. What do you need to know going forward, Gemini? There's somebody who's definitely a ride or die for you, Gemini. This person's a rider. Three of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Justice card. Okay. So, Three Cups. It's all about celebration and happiness. So, Gemini, it's time for you to cultivate some more happiness in your life. I'm hearing like the little luxuries, the little things. It's the little things that matter, Gemini. Okay, even if it means, you know, for some of you, you could be at a distance from someone. That's for some of you. And if you're in a relationship with someone, send the person flowers. You know, maybe send your wife or send your husband flowers or something sweet, you know, through mail or something, you know. It's the little gesture that counts. It could just even be a letter, writing a love letter, you know, writing a sweet text message to your partner. Let them know that you still love them. You still care about them. You still adore them. You know, it's the little things that count. And the Seven of Pentacles is analyzing, okay? Seven of Pentacles is about analyzing. It's also about patience as well. Things can change a lot in your relationship, Gemini. You could be in a relationship with someone and things tend to shift. You know, the mood could be one way and all of a sudden it shifts and it's something else. Maybe you guys are arguing or maybe you guys are not seeing eye to eye. It's something like that. Things shift, okay? So it's really important for you to really watch out for that. If you can help it, try to help it, okay? You know, it takes two to have an argument, of course, but if you see that the person you're with is maybe a little bit more moodier and crabbier, you can neutralize the situation by pulling back, being a little bit patient, being a bit more reserved, okay? This could also be a desire for the other person that you're... This could also be a desire for the other person, the person that you're with, to do this. Like, you're desiring for them to kind of just neutralize the situation instead of being hot-headed all the time, okay? But it can go either way. But, you know, like I said, if there is a situation where there's a disagreement or whatnot, just have more patience. Analyze the situation a little bit more, okay? And understand too that marriage, a relationship takes time. Because I see for some of you Geminis, you are married. I see for some of you, for others of you, it's not a marriage, okay? But the relationship takes time, and it takes patience too, okay? I really feel like communication is major here. There's a need to communicate and really express what it is that you're wanting, and how you're going to be able to know what it is that you, I can't even talk, how you're going to know what it is that you're wanting is by reflecting, okay? You'll really discover what it is that you truly want when you reflect and seeing things from a different perspective, because that's what the Hangman is all about, okay? It's seeing the other person's perspective. And you see there's two people here. Okay, two people here. It's compromise, okay? It's not being so rigid all the time and saying, okay, well, my ideas are better, or I know more than you, or, you know, it's not being in that vibration. It's seeing the other person's perspective. Everyone learns differently. Everyone sees things in a different perspective. It's about meeting halfway. It's about finding that common denominator. Okay, some of you could be working on a project with a loved one, or working on a project with someone, okay, and someone could see things a little bit differently, and you can see things differently. Instead of criticizing the other person's perspective, try to see things from their point of view. It doesn't mean that you're yielding, but just see things from their point of view and try to understand it, okay? That's what the Hangman's about, okay? And not getting caught up and hung up on certain ideals and certain truth, okay? Because some of you could be hung up on certain ideals and truth, and it's not even what it is, okay? And then you have the Justice card, so it's balance. There's definitely a need for balance, Gemini, okay, in regards to your emotions, in regards to a relationship. I'm seeing for some of you, I do see that there is some sadness in regards to a relationship. You could have split up with someone. There could have been, you know, a separation I'm seeing here. Let me see here. Okay, there's a separation, but I also see like a reconciliation as well. I do see that. But in order for this reconciliation to work out and things to be like smooth sailing, the scales have to be balanced. Someone has to do what's right. This could be you, Gemini, needing to do what's right, or the other person really needing to do what's right, okay? Because I feel like someone's wanting to come back because they're lonely. They're lonely and they felt like you were outliving your best life, and so they're wanting to be back just because of that, okay? What else am I seeing? Some of you could be dealing with the Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius, really anybody. But I really see that balance is needing to be restored. So going forward, cultivate some more patience and happiness and joy into your life. See things from a different perspective, okay, when dealing with other people. Really do some reflection, okay, because once you're able to do some reflection, some inner work, some soul searching, it allows for things to balance out, okay, the scales balance, all right. And also I feel like you really do balance out karma too, okay, because you can have certain ways of thinking that are very karmic, you know. It's kind of like thinking negatively and then welcoming all of these negative things into your life, okay. We can't help what happens in our life, of course, you know, but we can, it's about how we respond to the situation, okay? It's how we respond to it. So it's not feeding into negativity. What else am I seeing here? Yeah, I definitely see that there's someone here that definitely wants to invest in you, Gemini, or this could be the other way around. Okay, what else am I seeing here? Yeah, and I'm also seeing that someone really wants to build a family or relationship, like they really are invested in this relationship. They're wanting to expand their family. I'm seeing that as well. Okay, and somebody is a little bit wary about it. They're wanting to weigh things out first before doing things. So Gemini, try your best not to be in a rush to get this person to do what you want them to do. It could be the other way around. Somebody's trying to get you to rush something, and when really you want to take your time. Okay, so don't allow anyone to rush you into anything. Okay, it doesn't just have to be in regards to building a family or growing your family. Okay. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so if you like the reading, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you would be interested in a personal reading with me, send me an email. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the month, and God bless.